Well, thank you, Tim. We're seeing some pretty nice conditions right now, and they will at least be lasting through tomorrow. You see current conditions are around in the mid 60s. It's a pretty comfortable day, especially after we got into the lower 70s for our highs. You see, we're finally getting down to 59 degrees in Comanche, still 66 here in San Angelo, a little bit cooler in the big country, 62 degrees. You see another 59 up here in Anson. We're starting to cool down for the night. It's not going to get as cold as we've seen in nights past. We're going to stay quite a bit above freezing. Many places still in the lower 40s. You see, we get down to 41 here in San Angelo, as well as in Abilene. Only a few places dropping into those 30s. You see Junction and Menard at 39, 36 in Sonora. It looks like that's about the coldest we've got here, so not quite close to that freezing point. Still a bit chilly, but it's something to at least be happy about. Now, I have a couple things I have to warn you about with the winds and really about tomorrow as a whole. One, it's going to be windy. We're going to have winds up to 20 miles per hour with gusts up to 30. So you might find your trash can knocked over or possibly even a little bit further. The second thing, because of those winds, we're going to be seeing some pretty high fire chances as well. Much of the big country and parts of the northern Concho Valley are in that elevated risk, with parts of the big country concentrated in this critical risk for fire because of those gusty winds. Same dry conditions that we're seeing over the weekend. That fire risk is going to be continuing, so still avoid setting up any fires if you're going to be out and about tomorrow. So with tomorrow and the rest of the week, tomorrow is actually going to be our warmest day of the week. If you're not a fan of cold weather, I'm very sorry to break the news for you. We have a cold front that's going to be coming in Wednesday morning that will cool down Thursday, even down to 40, possibly even 30s for some locations, and we're going to stabilize as we get into the rest of the weekend. So what exactly is going on? We've got this low pressure system that's out west in New Mexico right about now. It's going to be slowly making its way over to the east, sitting in the panhandle as we get through Tuesday. We'll actually have a warm front that's going to be pushing out of the area, and that's why we're going to be seeing all of these fast winds, that warm air that's going to be getting us up so high in temperatures. That's going to continue to make its way to the east, and this cold front is going to move in from the north as we get into Wednesday morning, already partially through the big country by 6 a.m. So before you're even waking up, it's going to continue to push its way on through. We're not going to see too much precipitation immediately, but you see a whole bunch of white, pinks, and purples. We might be seeing some snow, maybe even a little bit of wintry mix as we get into Thursday morning. So we're going to zoom in here. It's not super definitive as to how much of this snow and where precisely we're going to be seeing it, but chances are already pretty high down here in the southern Concho Valley. Some of these snows and sprinkles, maybe even sleet later in the afternoon mixed with some rain, could rise up a little bit further to about Abilene and Taylor County at the furthest. But as we get closer to that date, I'll be able to give you guys more information on when and how much snow or wintry mix we could be seeing. So wrapping it up with our 7-day forecast, we've got some very nice conditions tomorrow. It's not going to be quite so nice as we wrap up the week. You see, we're going to be pretty cool, but temperatures do stabilize around the mid 50s as we wrap up the weekend and even get into next week.